Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome to another massive installment of my absolutely ridiculous but necessary closet clothing life clean out. This is not a midlife crisis. This is simply a result of a lot of therapy and some self-reflection and coming to terms with things in my life that obviously previously I hadn't. So we are tackling within this clothing adventure. If you have not seen previous declutters of makeup, I've got another clothing one here. If I can remember, I will leave it linked down below, though more than likely I won't. So head on over to the channel, subscribe if you would like to see fashion, skincare, anime, commentary, sassy rhetoric content videos. Definitely subscribe for more, and they will be there on my page waiting for you. We have already gone through pants and skirts, bottoms. That was a whole thing, but moving forward from that, I am finding that I am actually already mentally feeling lighter as well as physically lighter for when I end up traveling and moving out, because as of right now, I am part of that wonderful percentage of millennials that are living at home as I work through those neurodivergent and the academic aspects of my life moving forward with where I want to go, feeling more like myself than I ever have before. So today we are going to do a a pretty intense, but also hopefully not too, I feel like I'm just like, oh, maybe we can do halvesies. I already have a fair amount of dresses here. Dresses are going to be difficult. The worst is going to be sweaters and outerwear, because there is little I love more than a sweater and just jackets. I love jackets. But I also love dresses, which also, while coincidentally not reaching for dresses to be styled more than not, I prefer the versatility of like a skirt and a top or pants and a top, and a lot of these dresses are just unrealistic pipe dreams of alternative modeling that clearly hasn't happened yet and isn't going to happen in the future. But I did find a stash of the dresses that have been in the back of my mind as one that I've put out as like ultimate keeps, because stuff like a little black dress with a collar. My mom used to ask me, so how many of those do you need? And I had to respond with, well, I'm going to wear it to Walmart. None of these things have been worn to Walmart. And while I would like to think that I am capable of sustaining this sort of alternative lifestyle, I just don't. It's not me. It's not where I feel myself most comfortable with my sexuality and my gender, identifying as non-binary and not as straight up femme. So enough's enough. Let's just go through. I know this one is going to be a long one, because if we haven't already been able to tell, I love to hear myself talk. So I've literally got the ones in here and then two big giant piles right there. Let's just go through with clothing and dresses that I already know fit, that I like how they fit. I fluctuate around 15 to 20 pounds and am aiming to lose about 10 to 12, because for my size and the fact that I'm diabetic, it would just be a healthier weight for me to maintain. But I also don't want to get caught up in the, well, I'm going to have this because I'm going to be smaller at some point. So things that I know that I'm going to love, I am not going to try on, but things that I'm going to need to see specifically for fit, because as I said previously, if it does not fit in the specific autistic way that I like it to fit, I am not going to wear it. It's just not going to happen. So with that, moving forward, let's just go. I have this lovely looking plaid one right here. This is an item that I got off of Doll's Kill back before I decided not to shop from there, as well as trying very hard not to shop at just fast fashion, not just brands like Shein and those websites, but also fast fashion retailers. Realtors sell houses. I know I selected this one out when I did another declutter that wasn't filmed. We're not going to go over the things I decluttered in that, because that would be a demoralizing ordeal to go through. I have another dress that's kind of similar, but I'm going to go through the hanging ones and I'll see if I'll try them both on and see if I like this one or that one better. But for right now, this is a keep. One that I know I can get rid of is this Hello Kitty jumper right here. It is adorable. It is cute, but it is just not something that I see myself styling. It's pretty high. And unless I'm able to wear bike shorts over something and looking the way that I want, the Chub rub cannot handle it, which is, honestly, I have so many dresses and considering just practicality. It's cute, it's adorable, it's sweet. I pulled it into my closet to maybe think about wearing, but I just haven't, so it's gonna go. One that I know is a stay with me till I die is this jacket set here. It's that classic 1990s, early 2000s fit. The straight kind of flared skirt, the matching jacket. I love the fact that I can wear this with a nice tank top, a t-shirt. It can be worn up, it can be worn down. Love the versatility. I can wear this with anything else and just, oh, the flow and the color and the beauty. Two more that I know I can absolutely keep. Oh my goodness. I got both of these at a Goodwill at the same day and just about lost my mind. Again, they are that perfect figure hugging, just a little bit of out at the bottom in these fantastic prints. If I could find these in skirts, just cut this in half and make it a skirt, that would be amazing as well. When it comes to thinking about styling dresses, looking at these two really gets me really inspired compared to a lot of the like repetitive Gothic dresses that you're gonna see. Now this one I absolutely love, but I'm gonna need to try it on because the last time I wore it, I was doing really well. I was probably at least 10 pounds lighter. Okay, so this fits just about perfectly. If I'm doing this, it's because I know I don't have to deal about monetization, but I don't know what YouTube is upset about a lot since the last time I filmed. I love the ruching here. You can actually undo it and have it be a bit of a longer skirt going here. The puff sleeves, I dream of wearing this with a black dickie. Just absolutely beautiful, fits me fantastic. However, this one here I'm a bit less inclined to keep. It's again going on like that oversized plaid dress. It's really cute, it's really flowy, but I think I'm gonna have to compare it to this one here. This one here is a absolute keep. This is a dress from, it has pockets. This is one of my favorite pieces from Lazy Oaf, a absolutely freakishly overpriced brand, but I have several pieces from them that I've bought over the years that I love, and this is just, it hugs the bust just so. If I were to buy it more recently, I'd probably get it a size smaller, but I still, for relaxed, dream of a purple or a green dickie. Absolutely gorgeous. I feel all kinds of wonderful in this, and it does not mess with my dysphoria. Another repeatedly worn dress from Hot Topic. I absolutely love this. It is cotton, it is rayon, it has a sneaky little back, and this is again one that gives me a bit more on the femme side, but without making me feel like I'm crazily too femme for myself. And this one also too has pockets. Then I've got this one here. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna declutter this one. This is from Widow, which is a brand from Dolls Kill when I was focusing my shopping addiction on that particular site. It's cute, it's pretty, but if I remember correctly, the fit is really awful and awkward, so I'm gonna try this on, and if the fit is awful and awkward, it's gotta go. Okay, so this is 110% going. Not necessarily due to, oh, you can see my, wow, that farmer's tan. But this is, it's not, I mean, it's bad. I hate that so freaking much. And that's not a matter of tightening. That's a matter of just how it fits my body. It's got a bunch of really pretty everything there, but just again, no. For something so complicated for me to wear, there is just not enough in it for me. Next up is a really pretty, this is like, it's not plaid, some sort of checker. I believe this is from Disturbia. It's really pretty. It's got the very maxi peasant flowy, but I wanted to compare it to these two, although going like this, the prints are, I guess these two are fairly similar. After trying all three of these on, I actually really like how they look on me. I'm going to keep these three and then see at the end how many else I've been able to declutter, because keeping these, there's one I see right there that I know I'm going to get rid of. So for now, these three are keep. This one is nice for when I go to church for my parents. In the closet, I have these three underdresses. I've got sheer lace dresses and other ones that just benefit from this sort of slip, but I'm going to see how many I've got versus how many dresses and how many slips I have, because I don't need 2,100 of these. I absolutely know I am keeping this one. This is a super simple but super beautiful and flowy cotton dress going on here. It's oversized. I feel better about my arms and my body more than I have in my entire life since having Emma in my life. I love this. It stood by me and I'm just gonna keep it. Next, I've got this cute little lingerie. When I was kind of leaning more in my gender journey, I was leaning more toward a whimsigoth, and through experimenting, there are just certain pretty femme elements to that just aren't sustainable for how I feel who I am. So this one is gonna go. Next keep for me is this beautiful burnout dress. I do have to wear something under it because it is pretty, I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to tell with the lighting, but it is pretty stinking sheer. But I absolutely love this. I'm looking to invest in saving up and looking to find the perfect pair of black Doc Martens for one pair of shoes that goes with a lot of things in my closet, and I think this would look absolutely gorgeous with that. So we've been through all the dresses in the closet. We only had 3 get rid ofs, which is not a lot, but I feel pretty good about all of these. I can see myself, I'm able to wear them. I think about styling them. I can do that right now. Like, I don't have to be like, oh, I'm waiting for a piece to make it look like an outfit that I'm going to actually wear. I have things that would go with this that I would like to wear now, as well as things in the future that I think I could add to it. Like a bunch of, if I can find a bunch of like turtleneck vintage, well, not necessarily vintage, but like at Goodwill Dickies in every sinking color that I would love. That would be amazing. But hoping to make some space here with these Killstar ones, let's just dump into this section. And as I go along, the ones that I am keeping, I'm gonna hang up in here because I've got like this much space and I don't want to be adding much more than that, because we haven't even gone through tops and sweaters and pullovers and shit. But most of these are going to be from Killstar. This is a beautiful, flowy, just absolutely everything formal dress. You know what? I'm going to do this a little bit different. I'm going to go through and pick out the ones that I know are going to be my end all standout. If I'm going to reach for this kind of dress, that's the one that I'm going to reach for, because I think that's going to help set the precedence for making decisions in the future here. So let's just go and pick out the best. This right here is one of my ultimate end all be all Lolita dresses. If I'm going to go to a convention or Halloween or dress up as Mana from Malice Miser, this is going to be it. That Killstar skirt, that petticoat we saw in my previous video, the bottoms video, it is meant to go under this. So we have one true straight up Lolita outfit. If I am going to reach for a little Gothic dress, this is going to be one of them. This is one of the most flattering materials. It's like shapewear 2.0 because it just gently holds you in. It is an extremely forgiving fabric. I love this dress. It's nice, it's simple. I think even with docs and depending on how I get my hair cut, I would even feel comfortable wearing this in the colder, spoopier months. This was actually sold out on the Killstar website and Vampire Freaks for a very long time, so I bought it from someone in Germany, and I do not regret any penny of it. This is my ultimate black dress with a not so little collar. As my mom would always say, do you need another black dress with a white collar? I should have said, no, mother, I don't. But I didn't, so, because more is better than some. A really, really flattering material, again, has just the faintest, nicest amount of give and flex. I'm gonna go Wednesday Addams or whatever. This is the one that I would pick. Now, while this one is all sorts of level and shades of impractical, it is never, ever leaving. This I wore, other than the fact that I wore this to one of my brother's weddings. Everyone was wearing kilts, and this just worked absolutely perfectly. It's got this here on the bottom. You can cinch these up. It's very like, I feel a less structured Vivienne Westwood with a mixture of Emily Autumn. Emma and I, at some point for Halloween, a couple cosplay we have is going to be lesbian romance cover. She'll do the billowy shirt with the vest and the sword, and I will be the bosom burdened love. I love this. Another worth every penny, and it is disgustingly flattering. Okay, next is going to be a lot of fancy dresses for very specific looks that I love to do, because I do love doing maximalist looks when I was trying to figure out my style and kind of my core of what makes me feel the most comfortable, happy, and powerful, and in tune to who I am. I love the idea of maximalism, and I do like being out there and edgy and eclectic, and so I feel like I'm going more for eclecticism than maximalism. But I do want to have those few options of where for something I can get dressed up. And one of those is super high fashion Marie Antoinette / Cinderella or some other fantastical princess. This one here is just absolutely superb. It is jacquard, brocade, something. Absolutely beautiful. I love the neckline. I just think this is absolutely stunning. It can work for Cinderella. It can work for Marie Antoinette. You can put that pink petticoat under here. Okay, this one is definitely staying for that. Now, I think with getting this one, I can get rid of, let me try that one on. This one is also sorts of amazing. I really love the pattern. It's not zipped up in the back because it is a very stiff fabric, difficult to zip. Oh, I'm leaning towards letting this one go because this really is a case of, as long, I don't really want to advocate for, oh, just get rid of it because you have two ones that are too similar if you love them both equally, but because this is such a niche, and it's also kind of prickly. It's a little, yeah, it's a little prickly. That changes right there. It's a little prickly. It's gonna go. This one here, oh my stars. I thought I was gonna get rid of this one. Oh my goodness. I think I'm gonna see if I can invest in some sort of practicaler shoe to wear with this, because my shoes are like brown and black, and just styling this, I would love to style this on like another than just being a Halloween possibility niche outfit. This is just, I think I look adorable. Oh my goodness. I think I look awfully cute in that. I'm going to be cutting my hair. Okay. I'm going to pull this one into a style video so that I can, like, putting it on, wearing it, and actually seeing it with other things really helps, other than just like holding it up and being like, oh, it looks pretty in my closet. It looks pretty, but how does it look styled. Next up, I have got this absolutely perfect Lily Pulitzer dress. I thrifted this at Goodwill for like, I think like $6 or $8, and it is just absolute perfection. I have one white blouse that I know I'm going to keep. So I have one white blouse. This is a very specific outfit, and I get to keep this dress and one white blouse, and all those other white blouses are gonna go when we get to the top section, because if this is a specific outfit, I know it fits, it looks nice. This is a very good example for doing a sweet Lolita look versus a Gothic Lolita one, which is also fun to have for, again, Halloween and things like that when I want an opportunity to dress up. This is another option up for like Lolita cosplay. I absolutely love this. Oh my goodness, like how many Gothic / Lolita do you need? I've got a bunch of Lolita blouses, but then I need skirts or a dress that is capable of having a shirt under it. So I think I'm going to keep this one. However, I am going to declutter this one, which would basically serve the same purpose, but I think for style and aesthetic and what I like and look for, this one would be a bit more difficult, and they both have the high neck, and I just like this one better. I'm actually going to get rid of this one that I just said I would keep in favor of this one with the collar. Again, this is just more, and if I'm going to be keeping two, I feel like I'm going to reach for this one because that's obviously the one I first kept as my first option. Okay, so bear with me. I know that this dress looks all kinds of absolutely absurd and crazy. This is one of my most favorite things that I've ever gotten from Shein. And what I want to do is actually DIY it to have a lot more of this lace here, because just the base right here looks an awful lot like a Gothic Lolita brand from Monasama from Malice Miser, which is probably one of the more influential visual K groups in the 80s and the 90s and 2000s. He has his own band called Moi de Moi, and those dresses are like $300. So yeah, I think I'm gonna keep this one and get rid of the one I just said I was gonna keep, because I don't want to keep more than like 2, maybe 3 options. And this is one that really would be such a fun representation of that group style, because I want to give it ties in the back. Just, yes, this is going to be a fun project for me and my mom to do. I got this actually thrifting in DI, and it fit wonderfully then, and it fits wonderfully now. I absolutely adore this. It isn't quite plaid. I'm not entirely sure what this would be called. It doesn't do too much puckering there because I'm a 38, 40, 40, 42 rib cage, and one of my clothing icks is when it does that. But this fits really good, and I also think, again, for another fancier occasion, if we ever go, and when I ever go to a wedding, this is something that I could style that would still be my style while also being a bit more dressed up. Another holy grail of dressed up a little bit is this beautiful, beautiful dress. I was turned on to this from Jade the Libra, who back when I was like balls deep in my shopping addiction and watching every shopping haul video available, I binged hers because she had such a wonderful, unique style. One of my favorite dress purchases. It's been lovingly noted as my Gothic pilgrim dress. I've got another little Gothic black dress. The difference being that this one is velvet. I know I have other velvet dresses, so this one's going to be flung over there to compare. This is another absolute dress up keep. I actually wore this to my best friend's wedding, and it just, for a little dolly Gothic Lolita, it is so perfect. So now I have 3 options for that, but this is just such a flattering dress on me. I love the buttons, the ruching. For it being from frickin' Boohoo, the details on this is really, really good. I despise fast fashion with a passion, but for people who literally have no other option, this is something that I would definitely recommend. I'm just gonna call this Time of Death. It's adorable. It's a little black dress with a collar, but with Care Bears on it. I am going to see about keeping one kawaii, super crazy Harajuku pink fashion outfit, again, for convention and Halloween party reasons, and this one just isn't stand out enough or lower level of standout to be worn every day, so that's gonna go. This dress is a crazy amount of fun. I wore this to my brother Luke's. He had 2 receptions, one in Arizona, one here in Virginia. I wore this with a very, very specific set of platforms that I'm actually going to be decluttering. I will be having a huge amount of alternative shoes listed on my Mercari, as well as ones that are already listed while I am filming this. If I'm gonna do a casual dress with a pair of Doc Martens, it's gonna be one of these ones that I talked about before. So this one is going. Next up, in terms of little Lolita dress, this is another one, I think also. This was Nasty Gal, another fast fashion retailer that Nasty Gal liked to promote itself as being. It was one of the first of its kind when it comes to like online boutique-y shopping. I know there's a, I watched a video of the rise and fall of Nasty Gal and their e-commerce. It's cute. It was nice as a more affordable option, though Nasty Gal I considered to have some affordable, though mostly sales, and a lot of their products were really, really, really overpriced for what you get. This is literally the same as Boohoo and Shein quality, but they would typically charge $20 to $30 more for the same thing. It's cute. It's adorable. I have an option that's this length. I am keeping this black velvet dress. This is my modern day Anne Boleyn look dress. I absolutely love the detailing on the sleeves. I love the onk going on here. I have a specific green wig. I'm going to be doing a wig declutter, but that's going to be off camera because I don't even know how I'm doing my wig declutter is going to be a lot, but I have specific ones that I know for specific outfits, and so I can't keep more than like a small amount of wigs, thinking maybe 15. That's a whole lot of whatever that I'm going to deal with. That is another Soraya Days problem, but I'm keeping that one, so I am letting go of this one. Basically the same thing. It's got a little bit, the sleeves run, they're not quite like 3/4 length. For anyone who cares, this is vintage. I love vintage, and we're gonna have more discourse about it, but I also think that vintage gets thrown around and used a lot to validate the value of an item. This here is another little Gothic Lolita dress. Good golly freaking gosh, this one is cute. I don't want to put it on. I have recently, because this was from a recent purge. I was like, I'm gonna keep this one. It looks so good on me. So if I'm keeping this one, that helps me decide, as much as I love these and as much as I loved this collection, oh Lord, I'm going to get rid of this one. Thinking about keeping this one, though, I screaming Little Orphan Annie right now. Gothic Orphan Annie. Oh, I love it. It's beautiful, but I know I have, or I might have decluttered that one. I think I decluttered that one anyway. When it comes to like a Halloween costume dress, this just doesn't spark joy. I don't think of anything that would be very much a me costume using that. This one here is really, really rough. Oh God, this is one of the most beautiful, beautiful Killstar dresses that fall into that Gothic oh, good God. Oh, look at all of that. Look at all of that. Okay, this is a beautiful overlay dress, but I also have a couple others. This one here in green. Oh, good golly, gosh. Oh, my stars. As beautiful as this is, this will have more practical potential. Not necessarily, this may be a little too formal, a little high femme for me on an everyday basis, but ooh, that is so pretty. I absolutely love these here. For right now, I'm gonna keep this one and this one, but I'm going to set them aside. I'm not gonna put them in my collection because I know I have a lot of super kawaii pastel desu Harajuku pieces that would take a bit more thought and process to style. So I think maybe keeping those and getting rid of that stuff. But if I can make an outfit that I like better from the other stuff, we'll come back to that. So that is going to be set aside for comparison. I know this Free People dress can go. It's another one of the flowy plaid dresses. I'm not going to try this on because I know it's going to make me want to keep it. I'd probably like it better if it didn't have that going on there. This dress has seen me through so much, but compared to the other ones, it's just not going to be reached for. And now we have two more of these beautiful, super fancy, frilly, flouncy green lace dresses, which are all absolutely stunning. Like the details, this collection. And then there is this one. All right, I'm gonna make an executive decision right here. This one I pulled out in the beginning, as much and beautiful as whatever it is. It's just, we're gonna get rid of this one. And then I think this one, oh, the bows are a little twee. With Killstar, it might be easy to remove those and have it be a little bit less super femme. So I'm gonna keep this one and maybe pull it out for a styling video. And if I can't, it's not worth it to keep it for a super niche Lolita look. And this one, which just does by its, again, I love having green in my wardrobe, but what's the point in having green if I don't reach for it? And this one is a very specific, just this dress. It'll be very hard to style in my preferred taste, so goodbye. We have reached another very specific niche. I love this so much. Oh my goodness, this is beautiful. I love the material. This is for like the Marie Antoinette. I hate to say it, but I'm keeping this one. This one is just too cute. Too cute. Okay, this is one, this is last but not least. We have gone through them all. It does have pockets, but it, oh, with that 38, 40, 40, 42 rib cage, it does a lot of that, and that is with the ruching in the back. And it is already just weird like that. I know that is gonna annoy the ever-loving shit out of me, so I thought I was gonna keep this one. Like I said, I love so many things from Lazy Oaf, but I've got other pieces that I know truly bring me joy. And while this one is cute and I probably could figure out how to style it, and I would have to wear it more because the ruching, it goes, but then it's got this waist bit, so it only accommodates like bigger busts, which I do not have a lot of. I've got a big old rib cage, but I've got an A/B, got like a A.5 and like a B.5. I don't know. But this one I thought was going to be cool and cute and whatnot. It's adorable, but it is going to be sold. Now I've gone through every single dress. Instead of putting stuff up there while I was talking about it, I just pitched it onto my bed. So I'm going to go through, put what fanciful costume dresses, it's gonna be like less than one tub, which truly brings me joy. And then put in my closet ones that I want to style and that are gonna be things that I'm gonna look more towards wearing as the temperature cools down. All right, so while searching for and going through and finding together all my tops and sweaters for that video, I came across two more super crazy dramatic dresses. And one dress that we'll cut to the chase on that one. When I was gathering everything up, I came across this one. I love it. This is kind of that open freestyle that I like. I specifically recall wanting to pull this out, put it into my wardrobe, and do styling with it. However, these next two are crazy, super lingerie-esque inspired outfit dresses. I mean, just sweet Lord, home Alabama, baby Jesus. It has like double-sided sticky tape on the inside to help keep it up. The amount of discomfort it takes to wear this, and the fact that I would need to have like 6-inch platform heels to be able to wear this without it dragging on the floor. It's just an overcomplicated, crazy maximalist piece that I convinced myself that I would wear to Walmart. This one I will be keeping for the one fancy, sexy vampire Halloween costume. I have a skirt to go under it, and I'll get to pick one top to go under it. And then this punk rave Gothic Lolita-esque bolero. I got my Gothic Lolita all picked out. This is gonna go as well. But that is it for today, folks. I was able to now have one tub of fancy, super specific stuff that will also has space for like if I end up making an outfit that I like better than something in there, there's space to do all that. I've decided we're keeping it to one tub, and I've got all my other dresses fitting in here. This is what I want. This is what I was hoping for. The next one, maybe 2 videos is gonna be, it's gonna be tops and sweaters and outerwear. Now I've got to get together all my outerwear because it's sprinkled out, we're out. You can't see it, but I have already got these tubs here. I was gonna go through and be like, I should sort it by piece because I've got these all sorted by like short sleeve, long sleeve, button down, sweater, but I'm like, no, that'll make you go through it yourself. So we're gonna go through it on camera, hopefully tomorrow. But I need to get off. It's time for me to start getting ready for work. I need to play with Hamlet so that he doesn't tear the entire room down while I am gone. We've got this. We're going to be doing a purse declutter that is definitely going to be pretty involved, but a good use what you enjoy. And then we're going to have a mass putting what I can on Mercari, rotate what to the food bank and to the consignment place so that we can get a hold on our lives and our physical possessions. Thank you all so much for watching. If you have made it this far, you deserve a big giant gold fucking star for listening to me for God only knows how long, because I've had to film this in pieces and segments. I hope to see y'all in the next video. I love you, and as always, keep it real. Mwah.